Alright, what's up? Yeah, to earn my points back on my passion project, I will basically, so I don't have to, record a bunch of extra stuff, I will just show you guys how the editing process looks. And I'll also talk about what I've learned and everything, just so you guys understand. So, basically, starting off, this is your whole menu. You have right here, which is usually where your media is. So any type of videos that you're using, it's going to be in here. Here's kind of going to be your preview of the footage that you have in here. And here's going to be where your main video, while you're editing, where everything pops up. And along here is basically all your extras. You have effects, which is like transitions and just colors and stuff like that. This will pop up when you actually have clips in, and you could change the color. You can make them black, you can make them white, you can make them darker, you can make them brighter, and you can also use little sound effects and stuff like that. And so basically we'll be starting with just a super simple clip. And something that I learned by watching a bunch of videos is, instead of going all the way up here, file, import, and then you have to choose file, I click here, and I don't even have to be clicked there. I press Control and I, and it pops up this window. And basically we will pick here. My Premiere just crashed. Okay, so we're back, and this time, as you can see here, I already have the video imported because I guess there's an issue with that, and the recording software crashes. So, start it off. We have this file, and you bring it here. You can edit here. Hopefully, it's not too loud, or there's no audio at all. You can see here, and then basically, if I wanted to mark somewhere, and that's the only thing I want to bring. So you see here, here's to drag only video. So if I only wanted a video in here, no audio, so there's no sound playing at all, I click that. If I only want audio in here, I click that. And you'll see here, you might be able to hear that. I think there's something here. Yeah, so basically you could hear all that. If I only wanted to bring in certain things, I would basically go to my keyboard. So I only wanted to bring in this clip, I would press I, and that means that little highlighted track, that means how much is going to go in your selected clips. And so we're right here, and basically I only want to go to this far. I press O, and this little selected region, I can zoom in using this. This little selected region is how much is only going to be coming out. Look, right there, it's super short. Zoom in right here, and all that you see comes out is that. So that's basically step one. Something else that I learned, which I was trying to explain today, or I guess yesterday, depends when I'm presenting it, is basically I go up here, press new to make a sequence. Right here is your sequence and all that, and the sequence gets transported up here to see your video. Is you go to file, new sequence. Basically, let's just go right here. Where's the default? I believe the default, let's just say it's 1080, and what that is that is usually how videos are. If you see right now how I'm recording the video, or this whole screen from top to bottom, this is 1920 and the height is 1080, and that just makes it, that's the whole screen size. And if I wanted to cut it down to where you wanted black bars to pop up and I didn't have to put much effort, change the height to 803. You'll see that changes. That's not a big deal. Basically press OK, and you'll see how this is way more slimmer compared to this. So we'll uncreate that because we don't want any black bars. New sequence right there. I have a preset made, which you can make a preset so you don't have to go through and edit it all the time. So back to 1080, enter. So now we have our sequence where we can bring stuff in, and we have our video. And so one thing that I'll do is I'll show you guys the speed, slow down and increase. Oh, please don't crash. Okay, so press I to highlight the video. We have this video, you can see the speed and all that, and then I come up here to my lizard, and it goes right there, and then I turn away. So basically we'll be using that. You see we have this outline, drag this down onto here, and you can see right here we basically have the same thing. Bam. So Now, what we want to do, if you want to change the speed, you can see right here, you know, you can't really tell the difference of speed. Once I increase it, you'll see in a second. What we'll do is zoom it out, and you can stretch these little bars so that you can see your footage. So we'll pull this up to stretch it up really high. You see right there, it kind of pops up all that. You can give your video a title if you wanted to. It's basically here. Click on FX, time remapping, because you're basically decreasing and increasing the speed. And that's right there, and you see this white bar. Oh, I don't think we can stretch it out more. Maybe we can. So, pull this little bar down, it'll decrease the speed. See, it drops to 0. Oh, you can't drop to 0, but 1. Super slow-mo. Oh, wait, my computer can't handle that. And then you drag it out and speed up, and you'll see that it kind of shortens the clip. And the issue with this is that it doesn't affect the audio. The audio still plays at a certain or at a normal speed, but the clip does not. You'll see right here, it goes by much more faster and all that. And if you wanted to make it a fade in, so we need to zoom in more because you need to be really precise here, is you press P to have your pin point, or something like that. You pin. So basically, let's press V to go back to our normal key. Let's say we want it to be really quick from there to right here. Press P, and then bam, make that point. That's gonna be right there. Let's say we want it to go out right about there. You'll see, bam. Let's go raise this up, and that makes the whole clip that was in between, which is basically when I'm right next to my lizard, is it's sped up. Control this to control the fade into it, so you can spread it out if you want it, like, you know, you don't want it to go from being a normal speed to instantly fast. You want it to fade into it. Well, just watch it. Yeah, actually, that doesn't make sense. Watch back from right here. And you could, that clip was really short, but you could basically tell how it's way more faster than me going into and all that. And then I'll show you guys one effect that I was trying to explain today. So basically, it is a transition. Let's get the clip of like the water faucet running, stuff like that. So we'll basically have, we'll have this clip. So, bam, just to make sure it's good. Something like that. Doesn't matter much. We'll take just from here, right here. Bam. Have that clip. We'll cut out this audio. I guess that's not too important. You can see right here. So basically, we would have our video, and then it would cut and go to the different one. You see it right here. You see that? It's not smooth. You can do right click, apply default transitions, and then you gotta drag. You can't drag it over here, so you go over here. Effect controls, which you can control the effects, and a transition is an effect. Effect controls. See this right here? Bring it over to the middle, and you'll see this drags it over here. Basically, bam. And you'll see how that dissolves. That's one transition. Video transitions right here. Slide. We'll change this transition into a push. But basically, you're gonna push the video. Ready? Right. Let's have it like this. You see how this clip kind of pushes inwards like that? That's basically that. Click on the effect if we wanted to. Click these arrows to change it. So now, instead of this clip like that, where it's pushing from this way to that way, change it. And now we'll have this clip pushing in that way. It's kind of personal preference, I guess. Also, we could shorten the transition time. See how long it is right here. And that's not bad, but it might be like, you know, really annoying for depending what your type of video you're trying to make. So we'll slim it down right there, and that's really short. Bam, right there. And now we'll see the speed compared to last time. You see that's way shorter. And basically, we could stay with it like that, but what I'm gonna do now is we have this. We have a cut right here. And now what we need to do is basically first we are gonna get, we already have the effect in, we have the effect shortened. So now what we need to do is we're gonna add a blur, and it's basically gonna make the effect look like as if, you know, it's blurred, it's happening really fast into that clip. So So right here, we're gonna use this because it makes it easier than going through all your effects. Typing right here, we're looking for directional blur. Right there. We can't drag that yet though. Now what we need is the adjustment layer, which some of you may remember. New item, adjustment layer. It doesn't really matter with this, it's just what's the size of the layer that you want it to affect, and we have the same height as all this. Bam, add that, add this, and because we only want the effect over where the transition is, you can see right here we have it lined up. So we're gonna go right here, right there. Now to cut it in half, we're gonna press cut, all that, delete this extra. And you'll see right here, we have a layer over it, but you guys can't see it. So now you'll see we're not adding it to this clip, we're adding it to the adjustment layer. We're gonna have directional blur, drag it over to this clip, and bam, still nothing happens, right? Guess what? We change the blur length of the directional blur on this layer to that. And you see how it goes up and down, kind of drags it like that. Basically what I recommend is around like 25 to 35, something like that. So we'll have it like 24, something like that. Nah, that's too little. We'll have it 28. Bam, you can see that it's blurred. And now to change the direction so it's not going up and down, we'll change it to 90 degrees, and bam, and now you can kind of see it's going to side. Now we will have it going like this. See, you can see a clear cabinet, and then bam, now it's blurred. So we have that transition. I learned how to make a special transition. We could add some audio tracks. So basically, let's add a song from right here. Hopefully this doesn't crash my computer. Music, that's not where it's at. Downloads, Epidemic Sound, and basically right here we have this song, which does not define me at all. High School Dropout. Open, and we will now add this track. Let's say we wanted it from the beginning, so let's zoom out a little bit, and bam, we'll listen to it for like a couple seconds, and you hear it's loud, it's not quiet, and I think if you were, it would be too loud. So let's listen. So that's basically that. What we can do here is we could right click on the audio. You'll go here to audio gain and set gain. So you can decrease the gain. You'll see these little levels right here. See how it's kind of spiking up and all that? We can decrease it, and you'll see the levels. We'll change it down drastically by like 19. See right here? And bam, the lines are practically gone. I don't know if you can even hear it anymore. That was it. Now to increase it, we can change it from negative, we can change it to 10, and you can see back there's the audio levels that makes it louder. And I'm not gonna play this. That's really loud right there. We'll play it for like a couple seconds. And that was that. So basically, one crucial thing that I learned with audio is, you know, to increase it or decrease it. But also you can see right here. I missed it. Okay. I guess I have to keep it clipped. You can see right here. You see how on the right side there's that little gradient bar and it goes to the red. What that means is it's reached a certain level of like audio loudness to where it could actually be, or it could cause damage to, like, not necessarily your ears or anything, but it could just come out weird because of how loud it is. To me personally, I was listening to it with earbuds, and it kind of made the earbuds like rumble or sound as if the song Jesus was way too loud. So we'll decrease it, and you'll see the red lines should be gone. We'll change it back to like -5. Bam, right there. And basically it's gone. So yeah, that should be that. Now we'll do one very quick thing just to end the video for you guys. Go right here, go to Google, and we'll type in Tim Murphy West Leiden, not Westy, West Leiden. Okay, West Leiden. Images, we can, oh my god, Mr. Murphy, okay, calm down. Tim Murphy right there. Save image, we'll get it to downloads. There it is. We'll go right here. Import. Now, downloads. We have this picture. Basically, because I just talked for 5 minutes and it didn't make any sense, what we're going to do now is if we want to zoom in on the picture, we use these little things called points, and we're going to set a point right here and a point right there. And this is going to keep it at normal height and zoom and all of that. Bam. And now we want to move it over. Maybe we want it to zoom in around 12 seconds. Or we want it to reach this point. Watch. When I change one of these, it'll make a point right there. So if we change the scale to increase the size right there, it'll create a point right there. But what if we also want it to go up or down or up? We want it up. It adds that point right there, and you'll see that throughout this little piece it zooms in. You could see that right there. It goes into these points, and once it reaches these points, it'll be at the max. Basically, what if we want it right here? I want it to reach this point, and we want it to go up more, and that's basically where it reaches. So right there, and we'll watch it play through. And that was basically that. Hopefully it didn't bore you people too much. Mr. Murphy, I did this because I need the points, and I just want to show you that I didn't make that well of a project to show you, but I swear I learned during this whole unit. And I hope you guys enjoy this picture of Mr. Murphy. I'm gonna take a nice screenshot. If you can't read that, that says Hottie. And okay. And that's it, people.